What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Act Creation. This is the second of 5 for the Truefire Guitar Contest series of lessons. That information and the link is down below in the description, so if you dig what's going on here and you want to support, please check that out. So as you can see by the title of this video, we are layering a polymetric melody over a 4/4 groove. So what does that mean? Basically, we're layering, the rhythm that I've chosen for this is a 5/8 melody, or a 5/8 rhythm. And I've broken that down into two distinct rhythms, or an A and a B phrase, just to combine them. So we have, 5/8 rhythm in one rhythm, 5/8 rhythm in another rhythm. Together that makes a whole. You can think about it as a 10/8 or 5/4, but bottom line is that this is a polymetric idea because that doesn't line up in 4/4. It takes 5 measures of 4 before it lines on 1 again. And this is different from my polyrhythmic idea, because if this was a polyrhythm, we'd be landing on 1 every measure. So the rhythm I've chosen for 5/8 is basically, here's the A phrase, you have this, that's our 5/8 feel, ba 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 ba, right? And then our second, or our B phrase of 5/8 is, you can think of that as 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now, the one thing that I want to point out here is that when you're counting or changing meters like this, it's important that your 8th note speed and counting stays the same, regardless of how you're verbalizing this count. So if you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right, that's our 8th note speed. If we're counting in 5/8, our tempo stays the same, just how we verbalize it is different. So that changes from 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And I love 5/8 because it shifts you to the upbeat and then back down, and you kind of have that up and down flow going on. So let's check out what's going on here. I'm not going to show you how to play the rhythm part. The tab is in the description. You can get it all below, the backing tracks and everything. But I will show you the chords. We have a C major 7 chord. Love these voicings. So I'm on a 7 string, but I'm not even playing the low B, so don't worry about that. 8th position, right? So we have 8, 7, 9, E major 7, and then we're having essentially an E minor chord. It's really just a power chord, but the melody is going to imply E minor. It's 7, 7, 9. Again, really nice smooth voice leading. The only note that changes is the 8 to the 7. And then we're going to change to a B major and a B7 chord. So the B chord is 7, 6, 9. Again, smooth voice leading from the E minor chord. The only note that changes on the A string, 7 goes down to 6. And then on the D string, the 9 is going to drop down a step to bring out that B7, that dominant 7 sound. So the melody that I'm playing over that outlines that chord progression. And again, I'm not going to go into specific how to play this melody because the tab is there and we're kind of limited on time. But everything we're doing around here is basically around the E minor 12th position shape. We're just putting in the key notes to outline the harmony. So the first one is going to outline that C major 7 sharp 11 sound, which is what happens. C Lydian is in E minor, that tritone sound. So our rhythm, you can hear it, so it's bum 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 ba 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 ba, right? That's our rhythm. And right there we change to the E minor. So we have this C Lydian type melody. Then over the E minor chord we go, right, kind of outlining E minor. And then when we switch to the B7, the only thing that's changing harmonically is I'm adding the D sharp in, so I'm E harmonic minor to outline that B7 sound. You can think about it as, B Phrygian dominant, but it's just E harmonic minor. And you can hear that here. Right, so we have, again, it outlines that chord, C major 7, E minor, and then the B7. And that's how our melody outlines the harmony. And I like doing this kind of stuff with a predetermined rhythmic structure. Instead of trying to, how do I play in 5/8? all this time going on, if you give yourself a defined structure, a defined rhythm to outline and repeat all the way through, it's almost like you're taking a cymbal part or a keyboard part that's a repetitive nature and giving it melody, which is really fun to do and great compositional tool. So again, that rhythm just constantly repeats. Right? Just as if you were banging away on a cymbal or anything like that. Okay? So we'll listen to it again on the outro, and I hope you found this lesson interesting. Again, the link is down below in the description, so please check that out. Please vote if you dig what I'm doing. You'll have the guitar profiles, the PDF files, the backing tracks to jam over. Okay? So as always, let me know what you come up with, and until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.